afternoon, Band Aid Gang. We were here. Y'all know we got some breaking news when it comes to Donald Trump refusing to apologize for such a sick video that he released on the Obamas and other people in our Congress, in our government, which was very uncalled for. So we had some breaking news. Y'all please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all get in here. So we're going to show this video. And, you know, it's kind of graphic and sick, right? Yeah. It's real sick. It really shows the mind state, right? It shows the mind state of our president. Now, the pictures, they look kind of creepy as they look when it comes to the Epstein files. It looks just as creepy as the things that we see in the Epstein files. I can't make this up. I really can't make this up. For those that don't know, I'm C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn with the
Real Angel.
And we beat you. Double tap that screen. Now, when you look at this video, y'all, you're going to see some real sick things. Some real sick things when you look into it. See, a lot of people, they don't look into things, but we do over here. We look into everything. We don't miss a beat. We do not miss a beat. So as we continue this live, we're going to follow the updates on what's going on and how Trump refuses to apologize for his behavior. Y'all get in here. You look at this picture. Put a 1 in the chat. Now, when you look at this picture right here, gang, why does it look like this dude right here is hitting Hillary Clinton from the back? I said, damn. You see how sick they are? Do you see how sick these people are? Let's continue. Do you see them in a monkey suit? Do you see them in a monkey suit? It kind of matches them, right? It would have been better if he could have switched it up, right? Let's continue. Now I want to show y'all this. I want to show y'all this. Now, I want to show y'all this specifically. I want to show you this specifically. So what I'm going to do, take the green screen off, right? I'm going to take the green screen off. Double tap my screen. Now, we're going to look right here. Now, didn't I tell y'all they was sick, gang? I told you they was sick. Double tap my screen. I told you these people are sick. And whoever made this video is sick as hell too, gang. Whoever made this video is sick as hell too. Double tap my screen. You know why? It's almost like the pictures that you see in Epstein's house. All that weird, perverted, I don't know what the hell is going on type of stuff. Did I mention that? Well, look, gang. Why does it look like Biden is pulling a banana out of her? Out of Kamala? Why is he pulling a banana like he is having sex with Kamala? I said, damn. Now look at this, gang. Look at that. Go back and look at that. Hit my double tap my screen. Now he looked like he hitting her from the back. You see, this the reason why he in trouble, gang. This is the reason why the dude is sick right here, gang. Double tap my screen. This is the reason why that dude is actually sick. He got this animal. That's why he in the Epstein files. Did I mention that? That's why he's in the Epstein files. Now look at this. This dude look like he hitting her from the back. Now look. Just sickening. They not in no monkey suits. They not in no monkey suits. Let's continue. Now look. Did y'all see the subliminal shit right here, gang? Did you see how it looked like he hitting her from the back? Like he actually pulled that out of Kamala and ate his own penis. I said, damn. These people are sick. Please double tap my screen, gang. Now look, we're gonna look at that again. Look what he does. Look at this, gang. Right there, gang. The man pulls this out of Kamala. This why they sick, bro. Double tap the screen. They are sick, bro. This the reason why you are in the Epstein files, Donald Trump. This is why we believe everything about you being a racist is true. Be respectful in my chat or I will get you up out of here. I will kick you in your ass. Double tap my screen, gang. We ain't got to live like this. Now, arrogant son of a bitch. I said, damn. Look at this arrogant son of a butt. An arrogant dude. He just think he the stuff, don't he, gang? Show how ignorant they are. Look at this ignorant, self-centered son of a trick. I said, damn. Just self-centered, and he shows it. See, where you're wrong at, gang. Where you're wrong at and where you messed up. Double tap my screen, gang. Double tap my screen. Hit my like button. Now look, gang, step on the like button. Lay on the like button, gang. This Band-Aid gang over here. Now look at this, gang. Now he starts the video off. See, this is the thing. When you start the video off, you start with the Obamas. You ain't think about that. Oh, I just put the stuff up because, you know, I don't care. You put the Obamas up first. Because we know you don't like the Obamas. You put them up first. You didn't take the common sense to say, you know what, man, don't put that out there. You didn't care about the country. You didn't care about the feedback that you got off of this. He didn't care about the feedback that he got off of this. When you in professional places, you do professional things, gang. That is not the way a president is supposed to act with that type of behavior. I don't care who the hell you is, gang. It's a certain way you have to carry yourself when you are the president. And that's no, hey, if you don't like it, then you a dope fiend. I said, damn. Stop smoking that dope. Stop smoking that dope and letting them do you all type of way. 9 times out of 10, if you allow this type of behavior, then you might as well have been on the Epstein Island. I said, damn, some of y'all must have been on the Epstein Island. Because first of all, this is just like the pictures on the wall, dope fiend. Dope fiend tactics. These are dope fiend tactics. Let's go, gang. That's the first thing he put out. That's the first thing he put out, Diamond Gang.
Thank you for
Band-Aid Gang.
Thank you for the
thank you for the super chat. If your ass had all, if you goddamn it agree with this, then you a dope fiend. You smoking cocaine. You got addict problems. You are a addict. You are a pervert. If you believe that this is tolerated in our country, you are a pervert. You are a dope fiend. You are a racist. You are a crack addict. You are a pedophile. You are a robber. You are a thief. You are a racist. Stop playing with us. Well, I don't care if he started racial war. I don't care if he started racial war. I ain't got nothing anyway. You ain't got nothing and you just mad. You mad because you ain't got nothing. Trump ain't give a damn about you anyway. I said damn. Trump ain't give a damn about you anyway. Hit my like button. That's tolerated? That's tolerated in your American government. That's tolerated, Ku Klux Klan? Klans members. All the Klans members. That's tolerated? Klans members is perverts. I said that. All the Klans members, y'all, that's what y'all be doing in the dark. See what happened in the dark, what? Come to light. I said that. Hit my like button. Stop trying to sabotage my channel. This why I run YouTube. Now look at that, gang. Dope fiend. Look at that. So he watched this. So see, y'all not paying attention to the game. See, I'm gonna give you to the game because you ain't got no power. See, y'all ain't got no power over here. And you ain't got no power on this channel. See, if you had some power, yeah, Donald Trump wouldn't be what he into now. Donald Trump wouldn't be in trouble now if he had power. He ain't got no power. He ain't got no power over here. He ain't got no power in the office because he got caught. He think he got power. This the only type of power that he got, being up at 11 o'clock at night, posting this right here. I said, damn, he let the people that he worked for and lied and said, oh, I let them, I ain't even have my phone. Why you ain't got your phone at 11 o'clock at night, gang? Ain't nobody just sitting around this dude, gang. Ain't nobody, and did y'all know, did I mention that they said that? That they tried to say he put it on somebody else and somebody else posted it? Now he say he don't see nothing wrong with it. Stop playing with the Band-Aid gang, man. We will do you all type of ways. See, we done him all type of ways over here, gang. We didn't put him on blast. We know that you got them underground tunnels. We know what you got going on. Is this what y'all doing in the underground tunnels? I wonder if Epstein had this picture on his wall. Dope fiend. He had Hillary, he had Bill Clinton wearing a goddamn blue dress. See, that's the type of stuff they get off on. I said, damn. I would never, because the first thing come to my mind is I'm thinking, these people probably think I'm kind of weird if I put this type of stuff out. That's what I would be thinking. Stop playing with us. Let's go. Who thinks of some crazy ass shit like this, gang? Who thinks of weirdo shit like this? Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and all the rest of them dope fiend weirdos over there? I bet you somebody need to drug test him. I bet you he on them goddamn pills. I bet you that damn Trump is on them pills. Drug test that damn fool. Drug test him. They gonna drug test y'all when y'all go to work, chat. Chat, when y'all go to work, they gonna drug test you. They ain't drug testing that man. That man on that dope, allegedly. Drug test him. Because only drug addicts do this type of stuff. Hit my like button. Thank you for the super chat. Stop playing with us. Double tap my screen. Double tap my screen. Stop playing with us. Who thinks of stuff like this, Band-Aid gang? Who thinks of stuff like this, chat? Talk to me now. Who thinks of stuff like this? Who thinks of stuff like this? I said, damn. Don't no regular people think of no stupid stuff like this and then gonna put it out? Don't no president that's already going through some crazy shit, allegedly being accused as a pedophile and being on Epstein Island, and all that turmoil going on, and he gonna goddamn it come on put this up. Double tap the screen and hit the like button. Stop trying to come over here and flip the narrative. We don't live on that type of time. You ain't got no power over here, gang. We got power. and power enough and sense enough to know that this is Dope Fiend. Look, gang. Y'all country. That's how I feel about y'all, America. That's how I feel about y'all. Yeah, I said damn. That's how I feel about y'all, country. That y'all just catering to him and fanning him down because he the shit. I said damn. See, signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Hit my like button.
Hey, Kay, we're going to get you up out of here.
Put a one in the chat if you can hear me, gang. Put a one in my chat if you can hear me. Put a one in my chat. Put a one in my chat if you can hear me. That's how I feel about y'all. That's how I feel about all y'all that's holding penis out there. You holding, I hold his penis. You holding Donald Trump penis. You holding his penis. Oh, I just go hold it. I'm going to go hold his penis for him. I'm going to go vote. I ain't never seen him in my life, but I'm going to go hold his penis. I said, damn, all of y'all holding dick. I'm going to hold it. Put it out. Put it in my hand, Trump. Put it in my hand, Trump. I don't know you. I'm willing to die for you. Top flight security. I said, damn. All of y'all top flight security coming up in my chat. Talking about, oh, you lying, son. Ain't no, nah, that's a lion. See, I ain't no lion. That's the lion, dude. That's why he dressed up like a lion. Because he lying, Dope Fiend. Hit my like button. Hit my like button, double tap my screen. You know why he dressed up as a lion? Because he's a liar. I said, damn. I do you all type of ways up on my live screen. I do you all type of ways. I don't know why. I voted already. I done voted already. Might as well keep him now. I said, damn. Y'all retarded. Let's go, gang. All of them catering to the lion-ass lion. I said, damn. All of them, look at that, and drop their head. That's what he got y'all doing, gang. That's what he got you dope fiends out there doing. That's what he got y'all doing. And then going up in the back room, allegedly, and pounding his penis off. I said, damn. I said, damn. Hit my like button. The man got y'all bowing down to him. The lion-ass lion. I said, damn. That's why boy, you better pay attention to the signs and symbols when you come to my chat, or we'll kick a knot in your drawers. Boy, I knock the rubber out the elastic in your goddamn drawers. Do you all type of ways. Look how he doing y'all all type of ways. Look at you bowing down to him. Look at you bowing down to your God. Look at you bowing down to your God. That's what he want. That's the way he live. That's your president. That's your president. That's your mammy up in there. Whoever said that, that's your mammy. Now go tell your mammy that. Negrit, whatever you're in, you ain't no hero. You a zero, Dope Fiend. And you keep playing, I'm going to get you up out my chat. Put you in timeout like a little kid. You come over here, boy, drag the hell out of your ass over here on this with this mouthpiece, boy. Stop playing with me and go play with your kids. Dope Fiend. Now look, gang. Look, gang. He mad now. He mad now. I got him typing because he got fingertips. Boy, stop typing because you got fingertips and find you something to do. And look at your God right here. Look at your God, sucker. Sissy. Look at your God, sissies. That's how he feel about y'all. That's how he feel about y'all. That's how he feel about America. I ain't got to live like this. This Band-Aid game. Get up in my live. Thank you. Somebody put Trump as S-H-I-T all over again. Yes, he is. Thank y'all. But thank you guys. And thank you for the donations when you come to this channel. Oh, you want to see the whole video, gang? We're going to run it back. Look at the perversion in this video, gang. Let's go. See him pull that monkey, that damn banana out of her like that, I think of the Epstein files. I think about how they act in the Epstein files and all the stuff that, all the intel that we seen coming out of them Epstein files. That's what I think about. What about you? I said, damn. Double tap the screen, gang. Let's get into this commentary. The man is sick. No matter whatever you want to say, and he's in the situation that he's in now because of his behavior. Because how he does not care about the American citizens. He do not care about none of you guys. None of you. Let's get to it. Double tap the screen, the like button. We beat you.
Now's your chance to bet with me or against me on the big game, only on Fanatic Sportsbook.
Double tap my
This
screen.
machine could change t-shirt printing forever. I printed this t-shirt with the back neck label, sleeve hit, and awesome chest.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk about the Obama monkey video. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
And I don't care that there are a lot of Democrats in the extended video. You use a quick clip of Obama and his wife as monkeys, you know what message it sends, and you know it is wrong. And whoever was a part of it should be exposed and disposed of.
And that's what we just
Of course,
did.
the president doesn't take the blame. Of course, they took it down. The message was sent and received. And of course, his mouthpiece tries to put the blame on the rest of us. This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage. Fake outrage? Tell that to Senator Tim Scott. He posted this was the most racist thing he's ever seen out of the White House.
And he's a
Interesting
senator,
choice of
gang.
words.
He
Most
offending his own
racist,
people.
as opposed to the only racist thing he's ever seen out of the White House. Scott apparently called the president, asked him to remove the video, and then Trump deleted it. Because if you don't want people to accuse you of being
Thank
racist,
you, Sally.
guess what?
Unstable.
Don't do things like this, okay? Now,
Not only is he unstable, America is unstable. Let's be real. Let's be real. America's unstable. Look at the people in the chat.
Obama
They
have not
unstable.
responded to the video. I'm not surprised. Instead, the president put out a message to America's athletes on the night of the opening ceremony of the Olympics. To all the athletes, we're proud of you. We're with you. You know, saying all the right things instead of getting down in the mud. Good move. Someone can still take the high road. Because the current president said moments ago he didn't make a mistake by posting the video. He only watched the first part of the video, which was about voter fraud. And
If you watch the first part of the video, y'all see the lie? You see why he was a lion? If he watched the first part of the video, he saw Obama them. Stop playing with us. If he watched the first part of the video, am I right, Angel? Who did he see? Obama as monkeys. Let's be real. If he watched the first part of the video, you know what he saw. But he's a liar.
gave it to his people, and they didn't watch the whole thing. I argue that the first part of the video
Exactly.
should be just as embarrassing for him
Bingo.
as the end of the video is obviously offensive, but what comes before it is the real story that motivated the bigotry in the first place. See, while it's good that some Republicans are saying, oh, you shouldn't have Obama as a monkey. Oh, great. But they're not saying anything about what came before it. This
Exactly.
absurdist nonsense about the 2020 election, conspiracies that have been debunked. Before the 2-second monkey crap, 58 seconds of absurd, baseless conspiracies. They don't even mention that. Why would you put this BS with the monkey BS? Here's my take. The president believes that the kind of person who would believe the nonsense that he's putting out about the last election being rigged would be amused, would
Exactly.
enjoy depicting the black president and his wife as monkeys. In other words, the joke is not on the Obamas.
It's on
The
him.
president is actively making a monkey
Out of
you.
himself.
Now, the
and
guy in the
us.
video is retired Army Colonel Phil Waldron, an Army-trained spook in psychological influence operations, PSYOPs. He circulated a 38-page PowerPoint back in 2020 to the members of Congress, to the White House. He had all these meetings with the Trumpers arguing that they should declare a national emergency to stay in office because China and Venezuela had remote control over our voting machines. No evidence, nothing to support the claims. They were dismissed. The MAGA folk couldn't meet with them enough, but everybody who has a fully functioning cerebellum dismissed the claims. Until now. It seems the White House is trying to distract with conspiracies.
Bingo.
That the midterms are rigged just in case they don't go their way. What they should be doing is meeting where the majority is. Our concerns. Not monkey business about the past. The dire concerns of the current. Specifically the cost of living. Specifically health care. Now polling as more concerning than groceries, utilities, rent, and mortgage payments.
Pay
and
attention.
gas
Look at
prices.
that.
Let's
They don't pay
discuss
attention to
the
that, though,
state of
gang.
play. Host of Katie Pavlich Tonight. Katie.
They don't pay attention to that, though. They don't pay attention to that. Y'all don't pay attention to that. It's documented. Pay attention.
Herself. Good to have you. Happy Friday.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for having me.
So-
Good to see you. Happy Friday.
What does this mean? Not so much the monkey business. What does this intense messaging that the elections were rigged mean about the disposition towards the midterms for the administration?
Well, first, I think it's really important to point out that the outrage over the depiction at the end of a scroll video, which then
I see you,
automatically
Isaiah.
went to another video, was not vindictive in nature. Was it a mistake? Yes. Did it cause a problem for the White House
Yes.
all day today? Yes. Is the president upset about it? And there's the reporting out tonight that there are a number of White House staff.
Did it cause a problem for America? Yes. Because we're over here viewing all of this sickness, more or less than handling all the deficits and all the problems that are in our country at this moment. We're fighting with our own government. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that. We over here making a fool of ourselves, and other countries have made a fool out of us as well. Pay attention. Let's go.
Who are upset that this occurred because of the narrative all day was not on the fact that last night President Trump announced Trump RX, which means that medication prices are going to go down for Americans because Europeans now are going to pay their fair share when it comes to it comes to investment in drugs and the ROD that comes into the research of those drugs.
Exactly.
We're going to be subsidizing Europeans anymore for our medication. They're not talking about the Dow that hit an all-time high today. They had that
The Benghazi
press conference
arrest.
from the Department of Justice by Benghazi, exactly, where they brought justice after 14 years for 4 Americans who were killed in that attack.
And not only
so-
that, is that they're in the Epstein files. Not only that they're in the Epstein files. Everything is surfacing. It's universal law. What happens in the dark comes to the light. And that's what's happening. Every last one of you people in the chat have had some of your darkest secrets come to the light. And you know why it happened to you? Because you was doing wrong. For every action is an equal and opposite reaction. So that's a part of universal law. There is no strange happenings. Things happen for a reason, Band-Aid gang. Things happen for a reason. And that's what's happening right now in our country. That's why everything is starting to unfold. Everything is starting to unfold. Now, when something starts to unfold on you, gang, and it just, it unfolds, your truth unfolds, right? Because as a man unfolds, guess what? His truth will unfold, right? So we see Donald Trump unfolding every time. And when he unfolds, what does he show? Ignorance, stupidity. Need I say more? Now he pays for prostitutes. Your president pays for prostitutes. Did I mention that? Oh, I must have left it out. The president pays for prostitutes. Your president hangs with pimps. Your president hangs with pimps, gang. Donald Trump hangs with pimps. Did I mention that? Must have left it out. That's what we dealing with. As he unfolds, his truth unfolds. He's all over social media, getting done all type of ways. Not only is he getting done all type of ways, he's doing himself all type of ways. He was hanging with a pimp, a man that was locked up for sex trafficking. And now it's unfolded. See, y'all don't want to face the truth because you voted for him. You put him in the office. You a mammy country boy living on a farm. And your daddy and mammy chew tobacco and they spit and say racial slurs. That's where you come from. Yeah, that's where you come from. But you see, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of cute. Let's go. Hit my like button.
Yes, it was not handled the best way. They should have immediately investigated it and realized that it was an automatic scroll into a video, which, as you did play, depicted a number of people and animals. Is it silly? Yes. But was it vindictive, and does it classify the president of the United States as a racist? No. And I think if you look at his policies, people in his cabinet, the people who visited the White House, including Nicki Minaj recently, to call him a racist or to imply that he is one.
How does she feel about that?
Very disingenuous and lacking context.
Bingo. How does she feel about that, Band-Aid gang? Explain to me. How does she feel about that? After seeing that, how's she gonna come back? Double tap my screen. How is she gonna come back?
Of the night by himself, right? So suddenly in this case, this one somehow upset enough people that he's going to put the fig leaf up.
Yeah, the backlash was truly bipartisan, which is something of a rarity in today's politics. I agree with Estelle. Aside from how violent and disgusting the video was, the first thing that came to mind for me was distraction, because
violent and destructive. How violent and destructive was the video? People not blind, gang. But you Trump supporters are blind. I don't support no party. I don't care about none of the party. I go for what was right is wrong. I don't give a damn about a Republican. I don't give a damn about a Democrat. I think it's all stupid. I think it's gang banging, because now it went from the streets gang banging to the office gang banging. It should be just one way, and that's it. That's why we in. Whoever made that type of shit is a dope fiend. See, that's what we going through right now. Double tap my screen. Stop playing with us. I don't care, so don't come in my chat saying that I'm a Democrat, because I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm a spiritual person. I am spiritual. And I know what's right from wrong. That's what I'm talking about over here. So don't come in my chat with that shenanigans. Oh, you a Democrat? Oh, you going for that? Nah, hell no. I don't go for none of them. I think all of their ass is crooked. I think all of them is crooked. But I know what I see right here. I know what I saw right there. See, that's what separates me from you from me. I'm not with no party. I think all of them crooked. I think Democrats was at Epstein Island, Republicans was at Epstein Island, doctors, lawyers, all of them was at the Epstein Island. And all of them wrong, and all of them getting caught. Let's go, gang. Band-Aid gang. Don't come over here talking this Republican shit to my channel,
The
man.
actions of ICE in Minneapolis, wildly unpopular, even with many people who voted for Donald Trump. This week, a job report came out saying that it was the worst January for people looking for jobs since 2009.
It's 17 years. If you go back.
And so I thought to myself, okay, this is Trump throwing something out there to change the news cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think there has been speculation that he has done that before. We know that that's his instinct, is to like get it back on his terms. I just think even as they lurch at some of their more familiar topics, be it social stuff or driving what they used to call wokeness or fighting against that.
Yeah.
This isn't that.
This is way
This
beyond
is way
that. This is
beyond.
Thank you
that.
for the likes.
So-
Please double tap the
so I'm
screen.
saying
Egregious
even
miscalculation.
as they try to draw Democrats into culture wars, I think they have miscalculated the moments in which Donald Trump goes way beyond that. The Rob Reiner post is one of that. I think this post is another.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah,
I mean, the Rob Reiner post didn't get this much from Republican senators, and you had administration allies coming out and saying, fire this guy, apologize immediately.
Joining me now is Harvard University professor and former NAACP president Cornell William Brooks. Professor, the president is saying in furtherance of a lie about voter fraud in Georgia, of which there was not, which is just something he endlessly repeats like a guy in a bar late at night. He posted or approved the posting of this meme. What do you make of his explanation and how the White House has kind of come up with various explanations throughout the day?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. What I make of the president's explanation is that it is neither an explanation nor an excuse. We have seen from this White House shifting narratives, the president taking responsibility for posting that which the White House denied and that is subsequently attributed to a young staffer. So in other words, we have shifting narratives, apparent lies, and the president not taking responsibility for his actions and the consequences of it. Anderson, we need to really be clear here. The president was drawing from a deep, toxic well of racist tropes going back to at least the 1850s with scientific racism. This notion that black people
His daddy was caught at a Klan's rally.
are most closely related to
dumb
apes
ass
and
outta
gorillas and simians.
I got you
such
up
that
outta
they
here,
are
gang.
subhuman and sub-citizens. And since this president has called into question President Obama's birthplace and his legitimacy, credibility as a citizen, this is true to form. So in other words, this is incredibly offensive. It is not entirely new.
Well, it's interesting. You are right. It is also interesting that he doesn't say, you know, had I seen this, I never would have done this. This is, you know, terrible. These images are sickening. You know, and I would never post something like that. And it's interesting to me that I guess he views it as a sign of strength, his refusal to ever apologize, his refusal to admit that he made a mistake. It seems to me, the ultimate sign of weakness, that he's so afraid of being seen as making a mistake that he can't admit it when he does.
Well, do you guys agree that when you're a president, you don't make those type of mistakes? You don't make no type of mistakes because you got everybody's eye on you. As a president, you don't make those type of mistakes. So it should, you know, you don't make those type of mistakes at 11 at night. To post a video of an ex-president in monkey suits and other people doing that behavior, pulling a banana out of Kamala and biting it. That's just sickening. That type of behavior is not a president to have. That's like a big child. That's what it's like. You can't make those type of mistakes being a president. Everything you do is under a spectrum as a president. Every move that you make, you have to think about it and make that move. It's playing chess, not checkers. When you're a president, you have to play chess, not checkers. So you don't make that type of move because you're going to get a negative reaction from the people. And then what is that going to stir? It's going to stir people going back and forth, just like you see people in America doing right now. Let's be mindful of that. And it's crazy.
Well, you know, the thing is, it's a sign of weakness in two respects. There's a weakness with respect to admitting a wrong and taking responsibility.
Absolutely.
But there's also weakness with respect to his inability to resist this racist impulse to demean, to degrade, to belittle black
I see somebody in the comment section
generally,
saying, I see somebody in the comment section saying, wait for facts. You're assuming Trump posted. Now, it came from his social media. Don't nobody control my social media, and neither do they control yours. You know what you post that night. He admitted that he posted it. He admitted it. So what are you saying, wait for facts? He said he saw it. So if he saw it, he allowed it to be posted on his social media site. Stop making excuses for it. Everyone's making excuses for it. And it's clear that he's a racist. You heard it in the Epstein files. Epstein was talking to the other guy in the text message in the Epstein file saying, do not bring black women. Trump does not like black women. And Epstein continued to call them what? The N-word. It's in the Epstein files, guys. I don't care if you like black or not. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. The position that he's in, you are supposed to move different. As a president, you are supposed to move different. I would have looked at those pictures and been like, don't put that out. Everybody know that in that speaking in their right mind would be like, man, hold on. You put them in a monkey suit. You can laugh if you're racist or whatever. If he was racist, if he's racist, okay, he can laugh at it, but don't put that out because that's just going to make things worse. Because it did. It made things worse.
And the country specifically. And what I mean by that is this president seems to think that he is merely insulting the Obamas and black people when he, in fact, is also insulting his supporters. What do we mean by that? He seems to believe that his base and white Americans can be so rage-baited and race-baited that they will forget high grocery prices or unaffordable homes or a White House that is in absolute chaos. So in other words, he calls into question the humanity, the intelligence and character of black people, but he also calls into question the intelligence and conscience of white people. And so he is so small on so many levels. This is, caricature in miniature, microscopic character.
Cornell William Brooks, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Always stay in sync with your business with the QuickBooks mobile.
Double tap that screen, gang. I got some more I want to show y'all, man. I got some more I want to show y'all, man. This makes no sense whatsoever, gang. Double tap that screen, gang. We weren't hurt. Band-Aid gang. When you're president, you have certain rules that you have to go by. You don't let that type of stuff release. And let alone, I wouldn't let somebody else's opinion, whether they thought it was funny or not, release something like that. If I'm not that way, I should be mindful and respectful for what I put out as a president. You don't put that type of merchandise out. That's why he's not a good salesman. That's why he's not a good businessman. Because he does dumb business. He doesn't do good business. That's not good business. He never had the qualifications. He was put there because of his bloodline. That's it. It's like taking a young, immature child because of his bloodline and putting him in office. Let's go.
Refusing to apologize for the racist posts on his social media of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama.
You don't move like that if you're a president.
On Air Force One, he
presidents don't move like that. Let's just be real. Now listen, he said it himself.
Is that something you're going to do?
Now he says it himself. Band-Aid gang, thank you guys for the likes. He says it himself. We didn't say it, so all the people in the chat, he said it himself. He saw the first part of it. That was even worse. You saw the first part of it at 11 o'clock at night on your device. So somebody has his device at 11 o'clock at night, gang? Someone has Donald Trump's device at 11 o'clock at night. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that Donald Trump did not have his device at 11 o'clock at night. Put a 1 in the chat. If you believe he didn't have his device at 11 o'clock at night, put a 1 in the chat. If you believe he had his device, if you believe he had it, put a 2 in the chat. Let's see what y'all talking about. If you believe he had his device, his cell phone at 2 o'clock at night, put a 2 in the chat, gang. Thank you, gang. He had his device. We all got our device at 2 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. We all got ourselves. Thank you. We all got our device at 11 o'clock at night. But then again, you said you saw the first part of it. What was the first part, Band-Aid gang? My chat. Thank you guys. What did you... Most people are putting tools. Most people are putting tools in the chat. Most people are putting tools in the chat. Because common sense tell you at 11 o'clock, everybody know before he got kicked off of Twitter, before they kicked him off of Twitter, all the times and nights he was making tweets on Twitter. Stop playing with us, gang. But that's not the big thing about it, what time he was on his device, right? It doesn't matter what time he was on his cell phone device. But let's say he wasn't, and someone put it out. He clearly said, because remember, he was the lion in the video, right? He was the lion what? The Lion King. He is the king of lies, right? I said, damn, a Lion King? Okay. He is the Lion King. So he admits that he saw the first part. And he saw, so that means he saw Barack Obama and Michelle Obama in a monkey suit. First. See, that's how you know it's him, because he put him first, because he hates them so much. Let's go.
On Air Force One, he said it wasn't his fault.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, if I look at...
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Double tap my screen. Thank y'all for the likes. He said, I didn't make a mistake. Stop playing with us. What did he say, chat? What did he say, chat? Did you hear him? He said, I didn't make a mistake. I didn't. He didn't say somebody else didn't make the mistake. He said, I didn't make the mistake. You got to pay attention to what these people saying, gang. They'll tell on themselves every time.
A number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake.
I didn't.
If I look at a lot of thousands of things,
Look,
in the beginning of it.
I didn't make a mistake. I looked at a thousand of things. I didn't make a mistake. That's what he said. I didn't make a mistake. I look at 1,000 things at night on my cell phone. That's what, right? I look at 1,000 things at night on my cell phone. Thank you, Kevin. I agree. He's a racist. And at the same time, you hear the people in there saying that he said he didn't post it. He said, I look at a lot of things. All of a sudden, it doesn't even make sense for somebody to look at something and then give it to somebody else and tell them to post it. Stop, man. That don't make no sense. You just can't beat the Band-Aid gang. We will patch your ass up. Gang. Tell me it makes sense. I looked at the first part. So you had your phone. Picture this, Band-Aid gang. Picture this, chat. You having your phone and you looking at something and then you pass it to your mammy or your daddy and tell your mammy or your daddy to post it for you. I said, damn. Tell me he looking at it on his phone, This is how they trying to describe it. It don't make no sense. Oh, I was looking at it on my phone, on his phone at 11 o'clock at night. He was with a man at 11 o'clock at night? He wasn't at home at 11 o'clock at night? Stop playing with us, gang. They playing in your face.
On Air Force One, he said it wasn't his fault.
Mr. President, a number of
Look, y'all.
calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake.
He didn't.
I look at a lot of thousands of things, I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. They had that one post.
He said he looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. I said, damn, it's a wrap. Justice for Sasha Riley. Exactly. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's a lot of people. I'm not here for people to like me. I'm not a Democrat again. I'm not a Republican again. I'm just showing you the facts. I'm just showing you the facts. I sure will, gang. I'll play the rest. Let's go.
On Air Force One, he said it wasn't his fault.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I look at a lot of thousands of things, I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. They had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff on The Lion King, and certainly it was a very strong post in terms of voter fraud. Nobody knew that was at the end. If they would have looked, they would have seen it, and probably they would have had the sense to take it down.
Take on The Lion King or not, the racist video on his social media account was posted late Thursday, the 5th day of Black History Month.
Exactly.
And it depicts the Obamas as apes, a long-time racist trope that has deep historical roots.
Now look, gang. That make any sense to you? Does that make any sense to you off of everything that he said?
Wait, if you or your child played
Everything that he
Xbox,
said.
PlayStation,
Now look, gang.
Roblox, Fortnite, or Minecraft for 15...
The post sparked backlash with Democratic and
Absolutely.
Republican lawmakers who quickly condemned it. After nearly 12 hours online, the White House deleted the post and placed the blame on a staff
So
member.
why did they delete it?
Joining us now, Simone Sanders
Why did they
Townsend,
delete it?
co-host of The Weeknight on MS Now, and Miles Taylor, former DHS Chief of Staff in the first Trump administration
Why did
and
they
founder
delete
of
it?
Defiance.org. Thank you both so much for joining us, especially Simone. You had a late night with the show last night, so let's dive right into this. From the scrubbing of an article honoring Jackie Robinson at the beginning of this administration to...
Ask yourself this question. This ain't gonna be a long live. I just wanted to do this live for an hour and get this commentary out. But I just want to tell y'all, gang, thank y'all for coming through. And I want to thank that person for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for donating to the channel. If you like to donate to the channel with the super chat, you can. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I do post a lot. I do go live. Now, I want to say this, gang. At the beginning, you heard him say, what? He said, I watched the beginning part of the video. And he said he watched the end part of the video. And the end part of the video had nothing to do with fraud. Thank you, gang. Thank you for the gift. Now, at the end of the day, the beginning of that video, he said he did it. Not one time that he denied that he didn't do it. You looked at the first part of the video, Donald Trump, you should have knew that was out of order and that wasn't the way to move. Now the country's in turmoil again. Now you in attack. Now you all over social media because of a simple mistake. And you know how you know it was a mistake, gang? Because they took it down. They took it down. So that's a mistake. And that's, again, presidents don't make those type of mistakes. Presidents should not make those type of mistakes. Why did they take it down? Because they knew it was wrong. You shouldn't have had you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And you should think like that as a president. So now the country's in a turmoil. We got the Epstein files out. We got him in the Epstein files, mentioned over 5,000 times in the Epstein files. We got Sasha Riley and other people saying that he had physically harm them along with animals. You guys are not paying attention to that? You're not paying attention to that? All these people that have been in the Epstein files. So now we got the Epstein files coming out every day on your president. Then you got a president. After the Epstein files, bro, you need to be moving really different. You should be paying attention on what you're posting out of your social media. They are playing in his face, in your face. And that's it. Too much going on in the country for us to be paying attention to nonsense, let alone Putin over there in Russia laughing at him, Chinese president laughing at him, Korean presidents laughing at him. Everybody is laughing at our country. We got a war going on in the country, and it's causing what? DC, Washington, D.C., dividing and they're conquering us. They're dividing and they're conquering us. But see, a lot of you guys aren't paying attention. You guys are so gung-ho for Donald Trump. When the divide and conquer comes and the new world order starts to come into play, guess what? You're not going to be standing in the White House with Donald Trump. You're not. When it calls divide and conquer, it's dividing us from them. Us from them. It doesn't matter how gun-ho you go for this president or any other president. They don't live the same lifestyle that you live. As we can see today in the Epstein files, it looks like they like to pay for women. And they like to do perverted things that they've got caught up in. Then they like to make real perverted posts of their own. Does that make any sense? That our office, Republican, Democrat, are fighting against each other? Let alone the people in America in the streets are fighting against each other? Instead of building books and bridges, they making bullets and bombs. Instead of books and bridges, so we all can connect, they'd rather spend our money on bullets and bombs, on the way of taking people's lives and conquering to put more money in their pocket. And pursue their perversions and their sick mind states. Epstein, the one that told everybody that he was pled guilty for soliciting women. That's what he said. That he admitted that he was a pimp. So your president was with a pimp and in a pimp's files over 5,000 times? Stop playing with me, gang. Stop playing with me, gang. If those accusations came up on anybody else, all of you people would be saying it was wrong. What is your president hanging with a pimp who solicits women and children? I'll wait. I'll wait. Does it make any sense? And with that being said, gang, I just want y'all to marinate. I will be keeping everybody updated. But this was out now. I just wanted to do a live about it and express my opinion and get some of you guys' opinions. At least the ones that are giving real, true, honest opinions. I appreciate that. I appreciate the 27 likes. I appreciate the $9 super chat. And I appreciate the gifts. Thank you guys so much. This is a growing channel. And we just gonna keep on hitting y'all. We're gonna change the whole lineup, the whole staging, and really start networking and really start getting out here. And we'll get a visual of me. We're gonna be behind the desk. We're gonna interview the streets, and we just gonna have this channel. This channel is growing, and we just want to thank y'all. And y'all just be ready for the transition. And with that being said, I'm C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn, with the
Real Angel.
And we beat you, Band-Aid Gang. Thank you guys for joining. Hey, I know it's hard out here, but make sure you know that we in the same fight together. We in the same country together. We got to learn how to live together. We have to learn how to live together. We have to. And that's probably going to be very impossible. But if we have any type of leadership, we need to hold our leadership accountable for their actions. He needs to be held accountable for his actions. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Band-Aid.